Sue, this is such a beautiful garden here, just wonderful. We're with Sue from New Dimensions Seed, and she has a seed company that specializes in Asian and Chinese vegetables, and we're here to talk about those today. And can you tell us about this bean here? It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, this is called asparagus beans, and it's a long Asian beans. It's very common in China. And we planted this at the end of May, and now it is the beginning of August, and we are harvesting them.
They're just filled with fruit. You have all kinds of beans here on your fortress. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, I thought I'd do something fun, so I put
fun.
a little fortress here.
Yeah, it has to be fun.
Yeah.
And we were with you in April, and we actually thinned these out when you had them growing in your greenhouse.
Right, that's right. You have to thin your pepper plants, because otherwise they won't, each individual plant won't get strong enough to be productive.
Well, look at those stems. They're just tremendous.
Yeah, and this is a very good variety. It's produced very early. It actually starts producing end of July. And it's a short, stocky plant, so you don't have to stake it or anything. So
it's just wonderful. Well, we're going to go see some other vegetables, so let's go over there.
Okay.
Sue, this is just a beautiful display of all the vegetables from your garden.
Thank you very much. Yeah, this is the beginning of August, and this is the best time of the year for the gardener. And this is the asparagus beans we were just looking at a little earlier. And you can chop them up and boil it really quick and make herb butter.
Okay.
And put some garlics in there, and then squeeze a little bit of lemon juice. And it's just wonderful to serve with any meal.
Can we make some right now?
Yeah. And this is a speedy silver zucchini. It's a very fast maturing type of zucchini. It takes less than 40 days from planting to harvesting.
And I saw that plant back there. It's a little more compact than a zucchini. Like in my yard, it runs down the block.
Yes, exactly. So that's a nice thing to plant for a small garden. And here's the green sword cucumber. And it's a long
knobby.
Asian, yes, it's kind of a little prickly, but you can eat it without peeling it, and very little seeds in it. Ah. And here's the eggplants that, remember back in April, we started the eggplants?
We did, I remember.
And we are harvesting them. This is very early for eggplants. And this is a black dragon, and this is a opus, and this is probably a little... Look a little strange to a lot of people, but it's a wonderful eggplant. It's very firm, has very little seeds, and it's sweet.
Oh, that's nice, because sometimes the big ones, the big Italian ones, you really have to salt to draw out that bitterness.
Right,
so
right,
much easier to work with.
And this is a stallion white cucumber. Everybody just loves this cucumber. It's very sweet and crunchy, and it's wonderful. And here's some bullhorn peppers, and it has a little bit of heat towards the top, so it's really grilled and to put in your sandwich. As a matter of fact, you can taste a little bit. I prepared some.
You have some beautiful foods here that you have been working on in your kitchen, and there's some zucchini that we were just talking about.
Exactly. All I did here was I sliced it really thin, and then I chopped up a little tomato, put it in there. I had dry Italian seasoning, and a little bit olive oil, and a little bit vinegar.
It's delicious.
And
it's
garlic.
A nice summer salad.
Yes, yes, it's wonderful.
And then what is this one here?
This is green soybean. It's also called edamame.
And we have the plant here if anybody wants to see what a soybean looks like. We eat soybeans in a lot of different ways, but the Asian way is to use it like this.
Yeah, I actually came up with this recipe after I moved over here because I couldn't find a lot of the other spices. So I used the fennel seeds and bay leaves and salt. You just boil them for 10 to 15 minutes and leave the soybeans in the water until it cools, and drain it and serve it. You can eat it as a snack or add it to your salad.
And you really peel these, and you would just eat the bean. You don't eat the shell.
Exactly, exactly.
So they're really good and really good for you.
Yes.
And then we have some cucumbers.
Yeah, that's the green sword cucumber.
And that looks
and
great.
And this is a stallion white.
And what is that one in the last dish there?
That is actually a lettuce, believe it or not.
And here's the plant. Let's see what it looks like.
It's actually the top part. You can eat it's really grown for the stem. But the top part, you can eat it as a regular lettuce.
Okay.
It tastes more like a romaine. And for the bottom part, you peel the tougher outer skin out, and you end up with that.
And then you just steam it?
No, you eat it raw.
Oh, okay.
You can use it, just use a simple dip, you know, put on your vegetable platter. It's really stir up interest.
It's very different. It tastes just unusual. It's something fun to try this summer.
It has a little fragrance all to itself, so it's really tasty.
And then you have some fall seeds in your line, don't you?
Oh yeah, this is a perfect time to start a fall garden if you would like to do one. And the key of starting a fall garden is you want to get everything going when it's still hot.
That makes sense.
And then in the wintertime, you kind of put the plant in the holding pattern, and you can, you know, they grow a lot slower when the temperature goes lower, and then the sunlight, we don't have as much in the wintertime. So, and then they can grow very nicely, and then you can harvest them in the fall and then in the winter.
Right. Well, that's great because we can do that here because we have such mild winters.
Right.
Usually.
A lot of the peas you can plant now. A lot of the, you know, baby bok choys you can plant all the way almost end of September. You can still plant them, and when they, you know, get going, transplant them in your garden and just you know, let them just sit there and grow slowly, and then you can have them all winter long.
So if you have any more questions, you can go to gardentime.tv and get the link to Sue's internet, and then find out where you can buy these and get going on a fall garden, and then plan for next year. Well, thank you so much for having us out and all this wonderful food.
Thank
we appreciate
you.
it.
Let's eat.
All right. Thank you.